Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills, this is Logan Burgess. Today is Friday the 17th, and we saw the markets a bit mixed here. Corn for March trading down 3.5 cents, soybeans up 1.5 cents, wheat in Chicago trading down 10 cents, and Kansas City wheat trading off 7.25. Logan, one thing that we noticed here, wheat really had a lot of weakness on this Friday. What was the reason behind that?
You know, we saw a little bit of strength out of the wheat market following last Friday's January USDA WASDE report. It seems like the wheat market was content to follow corn a little bit higher. In recent trade sessions and in today's action, we saw corn kind of starting to cup over there when looking at the March contract. So that kind of took some of that support out of the wheat market, I feel like. Additionally, we had a story today in the market that Asian demand is now being brought into question because of the very large crop that's going to be coming out of India. So there's some current concerns about international demand for U.S. wheat here in the weeks and months moving forward. Right now, it looks like wheat is going to make a run here at those USDA report lows, maybe when we open the trade on Monday night.
Yeah, it certainly seems that wheat is dealing with large ending stocks, the possibility of more competition out of India, and really showing relative weakness in the grain complex. Logan, also showing weakness today was corn, falling 3.5 cents. It wasn't as bad as wheat, but what's the reason we saw weakness this Friday?
You know, as I said, kind of when talking about wheat, we saw relative strength here coming out of the USDA report. Certainly the ending stock projections that the USDA released last Friday was a big surprise to the corn market in general. But today, it seemed like one thing kind of taking the wind out of those sails was some projections for good precipitation for northern Argentina over the next 6 to 10 days, maybe up to 1 inch to 3 inches in that northern Pampas growing region that people have been concerned about as it relates to corn. So that seemed like you combine kind of the technical landscape following the report with some better growing condition expectations out of Argentina, and that seemed to be weighing on corn here coming into the weekend.
That seems fair enough. Let's turn over to the cash market situation. One thing you'll notice is that following the USDA WASDE report, we did see increased farmer selling, and that helped to decrease the average corn basis by fractionally. It was down about 1/4 cent. We also saw soybeans down about a penny. Really, one of the main things that we need to highlight here is the western part of the U.S. was really where we saw a lot of the basis weakness, particularly for ethanol. We saw some ethanol plants between down 5 to down 10 cents in the western part of the Corn Belt, whereas the eastern part of the Corn Belt, they were for the most part unchanged. On average, though, across the U.S., we did see ethanol plants down about 2 cents. That story really was very similar for bean plants. Bean plants were also down about 2 cents, and we saw a lot of the weakness in the western part of the grain belt. So all together, really, I think western part of the grain belt, that's where we're seeing weakness for corn and for soybeans. We're also seeing some weakness along the river due to higher barge rates.
Okay. Well, on Monday here, we do have a market closure. Let's quickly recap what the market hours are going to be here around Monday. As I said, Monday, Martin Luther King Day, the markets will be closed. The markets will open for trade day January 21st on Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. It could be an interesting open here because we do have the critical pollination phase for corn down in Argentina right now. So whether precipitation that actually arrives or does not arrive to Argentina could be dictating the corn market as we enter next week. If you want to watch the markets open on Monday night at 7 o'clock on your mobile device or tablet, you can visit us at grainhedge.com and take no obligation trial of the great new mobile trading app that we have available. Thanks a lot for joining us here on a Friday to wrap up the week. We'll see you back here on Tuesday.